Welcome to the ultimate channel dedicated to celebrating the life, music, and style of one of rock's most iconic figures, Jimmy Page. Known as the founder and lead guitarist of Led Zeppelin, Jimmy Page is more than a musical legend, he's a charismatic and dashing figure who continues to inspire generations. James Patrick Page was born on January 9, 1944, in Heston, Middlesex, England. A young Jimmy developed an early fascination with music, inspired by skiffle and rock and roll. By the age of 12, he had picked up a guitar, setting the foundation for what would become a trailblazing career. His early influences included Elvis Presley, Scotty Moore, and James Burton. Jimmy's talent was evident from a young age, and he quickly made a name for himself in the London music scene as a session guitarist. By the mid-1960s, he was one of the most sought-after session musicians in the UK, contributing his guitar prowess to numerous hits by artists like The Kinks, The Who, and Donovan. In 1968, Jimmy Page formed Led Zeppelin, one of the most iconic rock bands in history. As the band's lead guitarist, producer, and primary songwriter, Jimmy shaped their sound, blending blues, rock, folk, and psychedelia into something entirely new. With timeless hits like Stairway to Heaven, Kashmir, and Whole Lotta Love, Led Zeppelin dominated the music world in the 1970s. Jimmy's innovative guitar techniques, such as his use of the violin bow on electric guitar and his pioneering multi-track recording methods, earned him recognition as one of the greatest guitarists of all time. His signature Gibson Les Paul guitar and Marshall amplifiers became synonymous with the era of arena rock. Jimmy Page wasn't just known for his musical genius, his dashing good looks, enigmatic personality, and effortless cool made him a style icon. Whether dressed in embroidered suits, flowing scarves, or his signature dragon-embroidered stage attire, Jimmy exuded a magnetic charm that captivated fans and made him one of rock's most iconic frontmen. After Led Zeppelin disbanded in 1980 following the death of drummer John Bonham, Jimmy continued to make music, collaborating with artists like Paul Rodgers and The Firm and performing alongside legends like Eric Clapton and Jeff Beck. He also worked on remastering Led Zeppelin's discography, ensuring their music would endure for future generations. Jimmy Page is more than a musician, he's a cultural icon, a symbol of creativity, and the personification of rock and roll. His influence extends far beyond music, inspiring guitarists, producers, and fans across the globe. From his legendary riffs to his unforgettable live performances, Jimmy Page has left an indelible mark on the history of music. At Handsome Man Jimmy Page, we aim to celebrate every aspect of Jimmy's extraordinary life and career. From deep dives into his musical techniques to the stories behind his most iconic songs, this channel is your one-stop destination for all things Jimmy Page. Whether you're a lifelong fan or discovering his genius for the first time, we invite you to join us in honoring this legendary figure. Subscribe for exclusive content, fascinating stories, and an exploration of the magic that makes Jimmy Page a true rock and roll legend.